Hello students, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be doing another term named lyric. So lyric poetry, first of all, it was sung in Greece, okay, and it was sung to accompany a musical instrument known as lyre. So you can see the photo of this musical instrument on your screens. This is lyre. Okay, this is lyre. And either it was sung by a single speaker or by a group of speakers, and the poetry, lyric poetry that was sung by a group of speakers was known as choral lyric. Okay, and its example is hymn. Hymn, do you know? It's a religious song. Okay, now moving forward to the characteristics of lyric. First, a lyric is any. It is any poem which is fairly short. Fairly short means its length doesn't exceed from 50 to 60 lines, and the length of lyric poetry lies between a dozen, means 12 to 30 lines generally. Okay, so it is a short poem. Then another general characteristic of lyric is that it is uttered by a single speaker, and that speaker can be the poet himself or the invented character of the poet. Okay, third characteristic is that the speaker can express his state of mind or process of perception, thoughts, feelings. Means the speaker can include his subjectivity, his opinions, his feelings, his personal attitudes in the poem. Okay. Coming to the historical background of the poem, which of lyric poetry, which is quite long, that uh, first of all, between 300 AD to 1200 AD, various lyrics have been written, like the seafarer, the wanderer, the wife's lament, the loiterer's message, and Dior. Then from 13th to 14th century, a large number of religious and devotional lyrics exist in English language, and those were written by Chaucer, Bernard de Born, and Sordello. You have to learn this actually. Then in Renaissance was a period where Thomas White and Earl of Surrey were the major lyric poets. Then between 1500 century to the Restoration period, scores of writers wrote lyric. And like Sidney, Daniel, Spenser, Shakespeare, you must have heard the name of Shakespeare, Campion, then Southwell, then John Donne, Ben Jonson, Lovelace. Actually, if we talk about John Donne, Lovelace, Carew, Marvell, Herbert Vaughan, then these were the lyric writers who wrote religious lyrics. Okay, and then this was the period when Total's Miscellany was published, and it was a collection of lyrics only. Then coming to the 18th century lyric form was not so popular. So, but even then there were few writers who wrote the lyrics, like Thomas Parnell, William Collins, and Thomas Gray were the major lyric writers. Then it was at the end of the 18th century and the Romantic period where major revival came in the lyric poetry, and that was brought by poets like Burns, Wordsworth, Blake, Coleridge, Byron, Shelley, Keats, John Clare, and Thomas Moore. Then moving forward to the 19th century, In 19th century, Tennyson, Browning, Swinburne, Matthew Arnold, Gurnard, Manley Hopkins, and Gabriel Rossetti and Christina Rossetti, they were the writers who wrote lyric poetry. Now, coming to the examples of lyric, you can learn them and you have to write them when you are asked to write the definition of lyric poetry. So, first example is, it's very important example, that is Walt Whitman's "O Captain, My Captain." Then Wordsworth's Ode, Imitations of Immortality, then Arnold's Dover Beach. They are the major examples of lyric poetry. Now coming to the last slide, that is types of lyrics. Whether it is dramatic monologue, or it's elegy, or it's epithalamion, or folk song, haiku, ode, sonnet, all these are types of lyrics only. Okay, so see, can you see the name of ballad here? No, ballad is not a type of, we don't count ballad as a type of lyric poetry. Why? Because lyric poetry contains the subjectivity of the speaker, but in ballad, the speaker remains impersonal when he sings the ballad. Okay, so there is a major difference between the two. So, all for now. Thank you for watching. Meet you in the next lecture. Bye bye.